Hi, I'm Will Tyson and welcome to Driven by Quality, the channel where we're taking a closer look at the engineering performance and reliability behind SKP parts. At SKP, every part we design is driven by quality because reliability isn't optional, it's expected. In this video, we're breaking down SKP window regulator assemblies. We'll cover what they do, why original equipment regulators often fail, and how to replace them. A window regulator assembly is responsible for raising and lowering your vehicle's window smoothly and safely. It converts power from the window motor into controlled movement, guiding the glass up and down inside the door. When a regulator begins to fail, you may experience slow operation, binding, excessive noise, or a window that stops working altogether. Original equipment window regulators are subjected to constant use, vibration, and temperature changes. Over time, internal components wear down. Common failure points include stretched or frayed cables, worn tracks, and plastic components that crack or deform. As these parts deteriorate, window movement becomes inconsistent and failure is often inevitable. SKP window regulator assemblies are engineered to address the most common OE failure points. Each unit is designed as a direct fit replacement to restore smooth, consistent window operation. SKP focuses on durable construction and reliable performance, so the window operates properly cycle after cycle. Replacing a window regulator assembly typically requires basic hand tools including a ratchet and socket set, screwdrivers, trim or plastic removal tools, safety gloves, and eye protection. Tool requirements may vary by vehicle, but most installations can be completed without specialty equipment. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to access the screws that actually hold the door panel on to the door. And typically they're hidden in different places. You can normally find them near the pull handle of the door. And on this vehicle, they're underneath the window switch. So we're going to disconnect the window switch so we can get that out of our way. We're going to remove the lock by prying it off. And we are going to remove this cover right here by the door handle. And now we're going to remove the screws that hold the door panel on. On this vehicle, there's a 7mm right underneath it in the center. And then there's a 8mm right here. And then we have another 8mm over here. And then we have another 7mm right here. And then we're going to pull this triangle off. Has two snap clips and then pull straight up. And then we are going to take the door panel. So now on this one, the door panel comes straight up towards the window and then back. And you can see the hooks that hold the door panel to the door. Typically on most other vehicles, you'll actually have this plastic sheeting around here. This is known as the vapor barrier on most vehicles. This truck doesn't have that. Now we're going to remove the screws that are holding the glass to the window regulator. Those are both 10mm. If the access to the bolts is not in the right spot, you can actually cut the cables and move the window by hand. So now we are going to remove the bolts. There are two bolts that hold the glass onto the regulator. They actually pinch the glass. The bolt does not go through the glass. So when you loosen the bolt, you don't have to take the bolt all the way out. And what I do is I actually loosen enough and then push the bolt in, which breaks the clamp free from the glass. Makes the removal and installation a little easier. Now we're going to remove the electrical plug off of the motor. So now we are going to remove the 6 bolts that hold the regulator to the door. To make the job easier and so you're not finding the window the whole time, a trick is just to tape the window to the gasket and that'll keep it from falling down. Now we're going to remove the window regulator from the door. Be careful when doing so because the inside is actually the outside of your vehicle. And any dents that you put on the inside, you can see on the outside. That is our old window regulator. This is a piece of rubber that actually clamps your glass to the window regulator. This is what I was saying gets stuck to the window. So when you push that bolt through, it actually opens it up. You want to make sure that you remove them off the glass. Now we're going to install the new regulator. If you catch the hooks in the slot, it helps with the install. You don't have to hold it. Now we're going to install it in the reverse order. Make sure you start all of your screws before you tighten one of them. That way you can align all your screws. Now we can go ahead and tighten all 6 screws. So on the new window regulator, the part that actually holds the window is not accessible. So what we can do is we can actually plug in the window switch and motor for the new window regulator, and we can turn the key on to remove the motor. Now with the key on, motor plugged in, and window switch plugged in, we can actually move the new window regulator. Before we go up to the glass, we just want to make sure that these are loose. We will loosen the screws so the window can fit into the new regulator. And the same idea, we can push the ratchet through to open up the regulator, or we can do it by hand, either one. And then we can continue up with the window regulator, or we can remove the tape and set the window down into the regulator. For a do-it-yourselfer, I would recommend actually letting the window down into the regulator. So now that we have the window regulator in, we're going to remove the tape, and we're going to set the window down into the regulator. To align the glass into the new regulator, the way I like to do it is push the glass all the way back into the seal, and then actually run the regulator all the way up till it stops. That seats the glass into the regulator, and also it makes sure that it's even in the gasket. Now that the regulator is all the way up and the window's up, we can tighten the bolts. These bolts need to be snug, but not overly tightened. You can crack the glass if you tighten these too much. Now with the door panel still off, let's go ahead and test the window. Our window goes all the way down with no problems. It's not hitting the motor wire, and everything fits great. So now we can reinstall our door panel. Plug your switch back in. Your lock. Your door handle trim. And your little trim up here. Now with your door panel in, we'll go and test the window one more time. SKP window regulator assemblies are built to deliver reliable performance and long-term durability. They are designed as direct fit replacements for proper fit and straightforward installation. Durable construction helps withstand repeatable use in harsh operating conditions. Each regulator provides smooth, consistent window movement without binding or excessive noise. Quality testing ensures each unit meets or exceeds original equipment fit and performance standards. SKP regulators restore proper window function and help correct slow, sticking, or failed operation. When original equipment window regulators wear out, SKP offers a dependable solution designed to restore smooth operation and a long-lasting performance.